Namaste. Welcome all of you. So I have been talking about creative problem solving process all these while. I've already explained that it's a process, a step by step process, which one can use to solve any kind of problem in any kind of area. It can be personal problem, social problem, or a problem at your workplace or at your place, like in relationships, anything. The same process can be used to solve a complex problem or a very simple kind of a problem. Okay, so in this process, what is it that you require? It During this process, as I mentioned, that it's a step-by-step process. You need to take a lot of choices. You have to make choices between various options, or you have to take decisions at correct stage, at every stage. Regarding, first you need to see that same whatever situation from different angles, and then you need to choose something to go ahead to the next level. So while doing this, what do you think is one very important skill that you require? Can you think about it? Yes? Any guesses? Thinking. Yes, you're right. You need to think to take all these decisions. You need to think. So today I'll be talking about like what kind of attitudes one can have about thinking. So what are good attitudes and what can be avoided for you to become a good thinker. So let's first talk about that. What are the prevalent views that I've observed among people about thinking? There are few whom I have observed that they will be, oh, thinking. Do we really have to do that? They don't like it, or sometimes people think that, or people feel that thinking is very difficult. You know what? It's for those people, those intellectual people and people who are in academics. So for them, for us, it's not required actually. So those people, those who are not habitual to thinking, or those who don't practice it much in the things, they generally go by what rest of the people are doing. So they just keep on choosing that same option for whatever decisions that they have to make, and they try and avoid thinking by themselves. It happens that they feel it's difficult or it's boring, it's not that interesting. And why do we require for our day-to-day life? It's not required. But then I think that's not a good attitude towards thinking process. So you and there are extreme opposite kind of views also, which I have observed. I'm sure you might have also observed these kind of attitudes of people. Nobody will agree that they have these kind of attitudes. You just have to watch people while they are expressing themselves, and you can just guess that what kind of attitude they have towards thinking. So as I mentioned, that the other extreme of people which have this kind of attitude is like, when they have something, thinking, I can just do it like that. You just have to look at something and make your mind. That's it. I'm very quick at it. It doesn't require much effort. Some people, they have that kind of attitude, or they'll say like, I always make right choices and I can defend my choices. So I can have all kind of arguments, and that's how I am a good thinker, and no one can beat me in any kind of arguments. Whatever I think is the only right way of thinking. So some people are like that, whatever you call, like they have their ego about their own thinking process. They think that they are always right. And also they go to another extreme, that whatever views that I have on this topic, that is it. There is only this view that can exist about this particular situation. There's no other view that I can think of, and I don't even want to listen about it. I have all the reasons how I can back up my thoughts, whatever whatever views that I have on this. So this kind of extreme attitude is also not very good. So both these extreme kind of attitudes we should avoid in any kind of process, especially when it comes to decision making, a right kind of decision making, which we will have to do a lot in any kind of problem solving process, and especially when it comes to creative problem solving process. So if not this, then what are the right kind of attitudes? So basically, all this we need to avoid. That means we need to accept that thinking is a skill and it is required for each and everyone, as well as each and every one of us can think. It's not that it only intellectual people can think and rest of them they cannot. So see, we all have brains and we all can think. It's just a matter of practice. So as I mentioned, that it's a skill, and the more you practice, the better you get at it. It's as simple as that. So you need not think that it's a very special kind of a quality that some people have and some don't. No, it's not like that. Everyone is capable of thinking, and everyone should think. The more you think, the more you express your opinion, the more you look at various views about that situation, the better you get at this process of thinking and the skill of thinking. So that's how you should look at any the thinking process, be it applicable in any area of our life. The same kind of attitude will always help. One very important thing in a right kind of attitude towards thinking is that you have to be a very good listener and learner to be a good thinker. So the more you listen to other people's view, you get to know different ideas or different views about the same situation. And if you listen, there is more opportunity for you to learn. If you keep thinking that I know everything, I don't need to listen to others, they should better listen to what views I have and they better make their decision in that way, that will not do. Or it should not also be the other way around, that oh, I can't think, I think it's too difficult. That will also not that is also not a correct way of looking at thinking. So yes, please think that what kind of attitude you have towards thinking, and you better avoid all the extreme type of attitudes if you have in about the thinking process, and try and adapt to the flexible kind of thinking, or having more openness towards your thinking. Believe that it's a skill and everyone needs it, and the more you practice, the better you get at it. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this is useful information for you. If you like it, please like, share, and subscribe, because a thought can transform many lives. Thank you so much. Bye bye.